Peter Chang here, and today we're going to go ahead and unbox the Futaba 4PLS surface transmitter. And what's so cool about this transmitter is that it actually has telemetry controls with it. And this makes it a great update to the venerable Futaba 4PL system, which this system succeeds. And you could actually find the system at a street price of around $250. I actually picked this up at my local hobby shop for $250. If you go online, you could probably get a better pricing, maybe like $225, if you will. But I like supporting my local hobby shop. What can I say? It's a complex radio, and I love asking the local guys questions about it. And it's great to have that local support because, as you can see, this manual is pretty complex. And let's go ahead and take a look at the radio itself here. Very cool. Check it out. It actually has its own like little spanner tool here, so you could actually tighten it and access some compartments with this tool. Sometimes these tools are proprietary. I'm not sure if this one's proprietary or not. It doesn't look like it. Looks like a regular flathead, but it's nice that they've included a tool in there. And what you're going to notice with this is that just out of the box, it's a very nice and sleek looking surface transmitter. If you're wondering what's the difference between this and the Airtronics MT4, is that the Airtronics MT4 actually includes some sensors, like a temperature sensor with it. The Futaba 4PLS doesn't include a sensor at all with it. So those of you guys that are wanting to have like that out of the box capability with telemetry, you might be a little disappointed, but it does have a backlight. Let's get a closer look at the receiver here. It does come with one receiver, and it's the part number is the R304SB. And what's cool about this receiver is that it actually supports the telemetry control. It's also backwards compatible with the earlier 4PLS, I'm sorry, 4PL receivers as well. And so if you're trying to save a few bucks, if you don't need the telemetry, you could use those receivers as well, or if you just have a couple of spare receivers, those could also work too. I'm actually using Duracell batteries here, so these are the if you're not recognizing this type of Duracells, these are the quantum batteries. I kind of like the quantum batteries because they tend to have a longer life for more intensive electronic applications. And what's so awesome about this particular remote is that it does accept regular AA batteries, which is great. And then also you could also pick up a special Lifey and NiCad battery pack as well too with it to power the transmitter unit. I'm just going to turn this on. As you can see, this backlight is nice and awesome. This was primarily the decision that made me pick up the radio. Was I do like radios with backlights. I'm not sure why Airtronics didn't put in a backlight in the MT4. Otherwise, the MT4 would have been just perfect. Let's go ahead and take a look at the some of these settings. So you could actually toggle between settings with the dials. So this does have a 40 model memory, so it's nice to have that capability. I'm probably not going to be running 40 different RC cars. I'm not going to have a fleet of cars like that, but maybe one day. So if I did ever build my collection that high, that'd be great. We do have some buttons off to the side by the wheel, and that's also, you could also use that for fine tuning the controls on here. And let's go ahead and take a look at this menu. Those of you guys that are used to the Spectrum system, you might find this a little weird to use because you're half expecting to use the scroll wheel. But the joystick is actually very easy to use and very intuitive, and you'd be getting around the menu in no time. So, a couple features of this is that you would need to pick up like the sensor separately. There is a temperature sensor available for this. There's also an RPM sensor. So I'm gonna have to save up and pick up some of those things. And what's also really awesome is that you could also use this for rock crawling too. It does support dual ESCs, and then it also has a drift car module, so you could actually put in a drift car GPS to punch in drift car heading as well too. So it's one of those things I'm looking forward to with this radio. Overall, this is a very intuitive radio to use, and it feels great in your hand, and I'm looking forward to running this at the track. Thanks for watching, and remember, everything matters.